Hi everybody, welcome. We have a new moon in Gemini coming up on June 18th at 26 degrees and 42 minutes. It's going to be very helpful if you can find this sign, Gemini, in your chart. Somewhere you will have it. So if you go to my website and get a free chart, yourastrologysigns.com, and see where this sign Gemini and all the mutable signs are. So Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Pisces, because these are the energies that are going to be most affected by this new moon. So what's the general energy? Well, the general energy is a mutable energy. We're moving slightly away from the fixed energies of the Taurus, the Scorpio that we've been working with over these last months. We move into this more of a spiral energy. It's an energy of movement. It's an energy of change. It's a frequency of adaptability. And there's one really big aspect going on at the time of this new moon. And that is a square with Neptune. So we've got the moon, sun and moon are in Gemini, square to Neptune in Pisces. You couldn't have more different frequencies. The energy of the sun and moon in Gemini is very logical, wants to work things out, wants to understand, uses words and speech and lots of talking often with Gemini. The energy of this Neptune in Pisces is quiet, is silent, is contemplative. This is the logical mind. This is your soul. This is the inside that doesn't speak in words. It speaks more from emotions, from deep feeling. You can say the word love, and it can be mechanical, it can be robotic. I love you. But if you say it with soul and somebody really feels it, then you're in that Neptune energy. Both these signs are dual signs. Gemini, the twins, 2, and Pisces, the fish, 2. Gemini rules the hands and the arms, and Pisces rules the feet. So what you're being asked to do here at this time is to really look at the choices you're making. Are your choices based upon logic alone, just on the air, on the mind energy? Are they based a little too much on your emotions and your reactiveness maybe to situations? So the challenge with this is to be able to make clear choices and not be deluded by other opinions, other forces, other influences. Facts and fiction. What's true, what's false? And you're dealing with this energy of duality. So don't be surprised if people around you change their mind, or if you change your mind. And I often suggest when we go into this mutable energy that don't set your commitments in stone. Yeah. Give yourself breathing room, give yourself wiggle room, because the thing about Gemini, it likes to wiggle and wriggle. Yes, it's quite important to give yourself that space. So we've got Mercury, ruler of Gemini, is in Gemini, so it's in rulership, it's really strong. And it's square to Saturn in Pisces. It's a wide square, but this is not as strong. So again, this Saturn is asking you, are you making wise choices? Look at the choices, maybe the decisions that you've got on your plate right now. And are you making them too quickly, Or are you being too slow? Are you procrastinating? Are you still stuck in that fixed energy? Or are you freeing yourself as we move out now into this Gemini energy to make authentic choices that are uplifting to you and to the people around you? So we're working with the mental energy and the intuitive energy, the visible and the invisible. So every time that you feel that you're between choices, see if you can center yourself and find your center to make a choice that is really true to you. Now, Gemini is asking you here with this energy, because Neptune in Pisces is also in rulership. So we've got a lot of rulers energy. So one wants to rule and another king wants to rule. It doesn't bode well, yes? So you may be literally fighting parts inside of you. Maybe you'll be fighting with the part that really wants to be helpful and kind to others, but the part of you that also knows, I need a bit of space for myself. So you may sense this battle going on inside of you. The key here with this energy of the Mercury in Gemini and Saturn in Pisces is sensitive communication, because Gemini rules communications. And a great thing you might want to do is to decide to send 3 kind emails and 3 kind texts, and do it every day. Just be creative. But reach out to somebody who might need your attention. But it's also going to be important to know when to speak and when to be silent. When to send a message physically and when to send a message psychically. Because remember, we pick things up in the field. So there's this knowing when to speak and what to say. Yeah, because the Gemini will say, oh, look at that beautiful sunset, isn't it lovely? Oh, and jabbering away. And the Pisces doesn't want to talk about it, just wants to feel it. So this is what we're working with here. We're working as well with your ability to be adaptable, to be fluid, to flow, to go along with changes that come along, and to be able to unstick yourself. Venus and Mars are conjunct in Leo, which is the power of the heart energy, of generosity, of love coming through. So this is a really lovely, strong energy. And when looking, I always think of Gemini when you think of tools, and bicycles are ruled by Gemini. So there's a great quote here by Einstein, which I think is really pertinent to this new moon. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. And I think that's the motto of this new moon energy. A little story that I heard. Gosh, I wish I could give credit because I can't remember where I heard it. Somebody relating a story. I don't think it's copyrighted, but if it is, correct me and put a note as to where it comes from, please, in the comments. But a farmer was working in the in his it's not a warehouse, where the straw is, and he was packing, organizing his straw and the hay, and he lost his valuable watch amidst all these bales of hay. Couldn't find it. Hours looking, just couldn't find that watch. And he saw some group of young lads playing outside, and he said to them, I'll give you a little reward if you go in there and find my watch. They looked, couldn't find it. He was on his way home, and one of these boys came after him and said, could I go and have another look, please? And he said, well, you didn't find it first time. He said, just let me go and have another look. And the farmer said, this boy was so innocent. He just said, okay, off you go. And a little while later, this boy came back with his valuable watch. The farmer, of course, delighted, but also astonished, asked him, how did you find it? What did you do? What did you do differently? He said, I quieted myself. I sat very, very quietly. I listened to my heartbeat. I heard my breathing, which was quite fast, and I slowed it all down. I waited till it slowed. It's the Neptune energy in Pisces. And he said, when everything had slowed down, and I listened really carefully, I could hear a ticking, tick, tick, tick. And he said, gradually, as I was calm, I moved towards the ticking sound. And as it got a little louder and louder, I was able to find the watch. So this is a really good way of describing, I feel, the epitome of this main aspect of this new moon in Gemini. Do remember to have fun. There's always fun with Geminis, a bit of cheeky fun usually. When Auntie Jenny, 101 years young now, goes out, she always asks whoever takes her to ring her son David and tell them where they're going. And every time that somebody rings, he says, if you've kidnapped her, I'm not paying the ransom. He's always got a joke. So again, remember to bring a little joke, a little light-hearted fun. Let me see what the Pleiadian card is for this new moon in Gemini. Let's see what they're going to choose for us at this time. Your treasure is inside. So this suggests that you go inward, you get the calm energy of the Pisces, and then your logic and your mental energy will be much more perceptive and brighter and accurate. So there you have it, my lovelies. I've also written a poem because Geminis they've always got something else to share. I've also done, of course, 2 paintings. Everything with Gemini comes in 2s. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I need to stand back a little. I might put the picture on the website if you're more interested, and you'll see it better there. It's a little big to get on. So the new moon in Gemini comes out and says hi. It's always asking, why? Can't I fly like the bird in the sky, or wander free like the beautiful butterfly? Must I stay chained to the ground, on this earth tied and bound, going around and around and around? Or maybe I could float free and unclip my wings and chant my song as the nightingale sings. It's a time to smile and a time to play, to bring joy to sad faces and to brighten up their day. Start to unwind, leave your baggage behind, and soon you'll find you're flying high like that bird in the sky. Much love. Bye for now.